We begin with the deadly Amtrak derailment, and the focus now on the engineer at the controls.
According to his lawyer, Bostian has no memory of the crash. He consented to a blood test and surrendered his cell phone after the crash. The attorney also says Bostian wasn't on his phone or using drugs or alcohol.
Investigators want to know why the train was going 106 miles an hour before it ran off the tracks in Philadelphia. The death toll stands at 7. Crews are still looking for one passenger reported missing.
We have team coverage this afternoon. CBS2's Andrea Grimes on the victims, but first Janelle Burrell in Philadelphia with the latest on the investigation. Janelle.
Well, Chris, it has been a busy day here with crews clearing the remaining train cars. You can see tracks still being brought in here to the crash site to replace the broken rail here at the scene. Meanwhile, the NTSB is here as well. They say they are hoping to speak with the train's engineer. So far, though, he claims he has no recollection of the accident, but NTSB officials are urging us not to rush to judgment. Flatbed trucks one after another this morning, bringing in new pieces of rail to replace the broken track at the crash site. As NTSB investigators return to the scene, hoping to soon speak with the man who was behind the train's controls, 32-year-old Brandon Bostian from Forest Hills, Queens.
We're here right now just to find out what happened, and that's what we want to. That's what we want to do. We want to find out what happened and why, and we're not casting any judgment calls at this point right now.
But Wednesday, Philadelphia's mayor blasted Bostian.
Clearly, it was reckless. There's no way in the world that he should have been going that fast into the curve.
Bostian refused to speak with police. His attorney telling ABC News he has no memory.
He remembers driving the train. He remembers going to that area generally. Has absolutely no recollection the incident or anything unusual.
For somebody who's been through a traumatic event, this is not at all unusual for human behavior to have the mind blank out things like that, at least for the short term.
So far, preliminary reports from Amtrak's train data recorder indicate that speed was likely the main factor, traveling 106 miles per hour, more than double the 50-mile-per-hour speed limit at the bend when all 7 cars derailed. Investigators say Bostian hit the emergency brakes, but it was too late. This surveillance video taken moments before the crash captured electrical sparks from the impact as the train cars tumbled.
You could tell that the train was off the track, and it felt to me, I was in the second car, that it was almost flying, that we were in the air.
Now, Bostian's attorney went on to say that his cell phone was off and stored in his bag during the crash, as is required by the NTSB. When he realized what was going on after he woke up, he says he found his bag, retrieved his cell phone, and that's when he dialed 911. Reporting live this afternoon in Philadelphia, Janelle Burrell, CBS2 News.